Hey everybody, CinemaStein here, and today, well actually just not too long ago, I came back from watching the new movie, Northman. Yes, today I'll be doing a quick little, if I can, sort of non-spoiler review of the Northman. This film, so far, I would have to describe it without spoiling it. Of course, another one of those revenge sort of flicks, but this is also a film that actually a lot of people have been kind of comparing it to. Think of this film pretty much as a much more gorier and more what be a violent version of Lion King. I'm not kidding, it's pretty much that, but just as well a few differences and a few changes, but I know, yeah, it's still another one of those kind of revenge flicks. And I will admit it's not an amazing film, but it's still a kick-ass, enjoyable time at the cinemas. And, the production I thought was nice, the production design, because they actually shot it at those places at the where Vikings would have lived and everything. It's very But yes, another thing I forgot to mention and I should mention now. This film does a great job of establishing a lot of the stuff that the Vikings used to do back then, like very historical. Dives it really deep into the Viking mythology, and I thought that was very interesting and nice. And yeah, I don't know too much about the Vikings sort of history, but I do know maybe a little bit, but I don't know too much. But yeah, all I can say is that yeah, I thought it was very fun and actually great that they explored a lot of that. I should have known too, because since it's a film about Vikings anyway, I feel like that film did a really good job of that. And as I said before, though, as well, since Vikings, of course, even back in the day, were very, blood hungry. Well, yeah, for a film that's very gory, there's going to be, a lot of heads getting chopped off, throats being slit, whatever, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, warning, this is a pretty gory film. The cinematography I thought was pretty nice as well. There were some pretty cool and nice magical, and mystical sort of shots in there, but at the same time there were some shots that got very weird. But other than that, very well done and very, well, yeah, anyway, it was shot really well. And no offense, this is one thing I might possibly do nitpick about. But who knows, I might view it again and see if I possibly have a different opinion about it and see if I possibly like it more or less. But this film, I felt like, at least when I first saw it, had a few very, odd moments to me, very weird moments I thought didn't really need it to happen. But anyway, who knows, it could have been a thing that Vikings did. And that was, I'm not going to say exactly where or how or whatever, but, anyway, somewhere near the first few minutes of the film, one of the characters burp randomly, and then one of them farts randomly, and I'm like, really? Stuff like that in a film like this? Like, still, when you watch this film, it's a film that I honestly don't think really needed that sort of weird stuff, because that random, odd stuff to happen, because, well, it's just very odd, especially for a film like this, that's very, dramatic and serious and and all that sort of stuff, so... Yeah, I thought that was a bit, no offense, childish, but hey, who knows? It could have been a thing that the Vikings did back then. I don't know. I really enjoyed The Northman. The production is nice. The story is pretty cool. The violence is great. The characters are good too, and yeah, I know this film. I thought was a lot of fun and a really great time. I would recommend it. Pretty much, as I said before, Lion King, but much more violent. And actually, what I also liked about this is that we don't really, I must say, get a lot of these mythological sort of these historical kind of I guess sort of fantasy films. Anyway, you know what I mean. We don't get a lot of these sort of films about knights or warriors and that much now, so it's nice to get another fresh new one for once. And yes, to own that, this film, a real fun watch. Highly recommend it. And that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.